the tradition of cutting cake in the Western countries is not that of the Sanatan Dharma. In Gopal's parents' day, Mother Yashoda did Shasti Vachan by the Brahmanas. This Swasti Vachan is so nicely described that once on the appearance day of Krishna, Mother Yashoda had this ceremony performed by the hands of the Brahmanas. And Mother Yashoda, thinking that today is the auspicious day of Krishna's appearance day, then we will give 108 ghee lamps offered to the Jamuna by the hands of the Brahmana. Offered 108 ghee lamps to the Jamuna. They did arti to the Jamuna, and then they touched it to the head of Gopal and offered to the Jamuna 108 times. Gopal was standing behind Mother Yashoda, and by one dona, like in Kota Braj, they keep in a leaf cup a ghee lamp, and then they offer it into the Jamuna. In this way, they were offering 108 names of Gopal and offering the ghee lamp into the Jamuna. When everything was offered, 108, when Mother Yashoda came out of the water, she saw that not even one ghee lamp was in the Jamuna. All the ghee lamps were on the bank of the Jamuna. He asked Gopal, how did this happen? Gopal said, those things that go in the water and drift away, I lift that out of the water and bring them on the bank of the river. Meaning, this is the teaching behind this, Gopal. Those who are drifting away in the ocean of material existence, I will deliver them. The Lord, He takes that entity and brings him to the shore and takes him to the abode of the Lord by the arrangement of Yogamaya. 108 ghee lamps, but on the banks of the Yamuna, on both sides of the banks of the Yamuna, thousands and thousands of ghee lamps are there. So we have this saying, the destruction of darkness and ignorance, and the enlightenment of the living entities. The living entity who is in the darkness of ignorance, that is prevalent throughout many millions of lifetimes, one birth after another, sometimes performing sinful activities, sometimes pious activities. In this world we perform sinful activities and pious activities. By the reactions of this, we have to come into this material world. As we perform pious activities or sinful activities, we have to suffer the reactions. By sinful activities, we go to heavenly planets. By the sinful activities, we go to hell. This is the enjoyment of this, and the suffering is not working. Can't hear it. The mic's not working, is it? But we can come out of this cycle by chanting the holy names of the Lord. If you have sinful reactions, you'll have to come into this material world. If you have pious reactions, you'll also have to come into this material world. How we can eradicate this repeated cycle of birth and death by taking the names of the holy name of the Lord. This is the teaching of Mother Yashoda. They're taking the 108 names of the Lord. She was offering the ghee lamp into the Yamuna. In this way, we show ghee lamp to the Lord. May that light enter our hearts and remove the darkness of ignorance, the destruction of ignorance, and the appearance of the divine knowledge. Just like the darkness is instantly dissipated when the rays of the suns reach. And in this way, we do not have to enter into the repeated cycle of birth. This coming and going in the repeated in this sansar. It's not a so many lifetimes they have come and so many lifetimes they have gone. But Bhagavad Bhajan, Bhagavad Bhakti, this is the most important teaching by Mother Yashoda on this appearance day of Krishna. Utsav, not like this. There are many ways to celebrate the appearances, just like in the constellation of the appearance. You can perform the appearance day celebration even on the actual date, just like Monday, Tuesday. You can also celebrate that day. The meaning of this celebration is that we do service to Shri Guru and Vaishnavas. We perform service to Guru and Vaishnavas. We worship Thakurji. This is a procedure shown. But in the Western countries, what do? We cut the cake. It's okay. No problem with that. We are not against that, but we should understand the Sanskriti of Bharat. We should cook for Thakurji, laddu, kachori, pakwan, samosa. Made nice preparations, offer to Thakurji, and then served Guru and Vaishnavas. Tavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai, Jai Shri Radhe Shyam. Twice Mrityu Par, on the appearance day and on the day of death, we should offer to Thakurji, particularly on these days, just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Advaita Acharya offered to Haridas Thakur. The Shrad offering, he offered first to Haridas Thakur, and in this way the Brahmanas became antagonistic. All these high titles, Chakravarti, Banerjee, Banabadai, they were all present there. They all became offended. And in the northern India, Chaturvedi, Trivedi, these classifications of Brahmanas are there. And there are these great titles of brahmanas called Upadhyay, Banerjee, Chakravarti, Mukherjee. But the Advaitacharya did not offer to them, Advaitacharya to Haridas Thakur. And the brahmanas became upset. Haridas Thakur is a Muslim, he is untouchable, outcast. We are great brahmanas with these titles. Gotras. They did not honor the prasad. They left that place. Advaita, Haridas was feeling humble. He said, why you offered me? Advaita Acharya replied, it's the equivalent to feeding 100 brahmanas. In this shloka, one who is one Vaishnava, who is one pointed to Radha and Krishna, is the best of all brahmanas. One Vaishnava who is one pointed, if you feed that Vaishnava, how many hundreds of thousands of, it's equivalent to feeding hundreds and thousands of brahmanas. And this reason, Advaita is telling Haridas, so many brahmanas I fed by feeding you. Those brahmanas that left, when they went home, those brahmanas had diarrhea, although they had not eaten anything, and they were about to die. And Advaitacharya got this news. He said that because they had offended Haridas Thakur, a pure devotee, and that for this reason they all came back and they asked for forgiveness from Haridas Thakur. And again, Advaitacharya told them to honor this prasad, and then they were satisfied. These 2 days, particularly Appearance Day and Tirobhati, the Disappearance Day. Yeah. One Appearance Day, one Disappearance. But the Lord's only one, Janamdin, Abhibra. There's no Tirobha Tithi of the Lord. This emphasis is on the Appearance Day of the devotee. For both days are observed for the devotee, appearance and disappearance. Very auspicious day today. All the came without being invited. When somebody is invited and they come, usko no. I've forgotten what it's called. When those who come, no, without this person who comes without being invited, that is the best. Or a friend, who is a friend, who comes without invitation. Haribo. There's one shloka in Sanskrit. And the one who comes without being invited. This is called a Bandhav Mitra. One who is guest, who comes, who is invited is called a tithi. If maybe if something goes wrong, they may curse you, but a friend would not do that. Oh, who's a friend? And this there's a Sanskrit shloka for this. Who comes uninvited. In this pastime of sati, I have to go to school. Don't you take too much of your time. He said you carry on. Daksh did fire sacrifice without inviting Lord Shiva. And all the demigods were there. Brahma was there, and other demigods. Vishnu came. Shivji was absent, was not invited. Devi Parvati in the morning got up and saw all the demigods going. He says, "Where are you going? Do you not know? Your father has arranged a yajna without inviting you." And she went to Shivji. Sati Devi went to Shivji. "I am going to my father's yajna." Shivji said, "You should not go. Because you did not call me. You should not go. If you're a family member, you do not have to be invited. In 4 places you can go without being invited. Pitralaya, the father's place, you can go uninvited. If your father calls you and then you go, that's not appropriate. It's not good. You can go as you wish and desire, uninvited. And the house of the Guru is not that you have to be invited to go. You can go to your Guru's house anytime. The third, in Devalaya, in the assembly of the demigods. Oh, doctor, you can go uninvited. Assembly of demigods. Assembly of demigods. Yes, go. My Devi Parvati is saying, my father is making a festival. Devi Parvati went. And when she went, and nobody was talking to her. Daksha Prajapati, he was very angry because in the assembly of the demigods, Daksha Prajapati had entered there. Everybody stood up. 3 persons did not stand up. Haribo. 3 persons are sitting here. As there's a 10 persons in the assembly of the demigods did not get up. Brahmaji, Shivji, Uttam Mahabhagavad did not stand up, and Vishnu was there. But Shivji was the son-in-law of Daksha. Daksha thought Shivji should have stood up for him. For this reason, I will perform such a yajna, and I will not call Shivji in there. This is explained in the Bhagavatam. When Devi Parvati reached there, Daksha Prajapati began to criticize Lord Shiva. And then in this way, that yajna was destroyed. So we say that is the friend who comes without invitation. Shri Lal ki jai. And remember 4 places. You you don't need an invitation. Pitrale, yeah, Pitrale. Pitaji is the house of the father. You don't need to be invited. Pitrale. Guru Gra, in the house of the Shri Guru. You can go without being invited. And third, Devale, in the assembly of demigods. You can in any temple you can go uninvited. And doctor without doctor. In the surgery clinic, you can go uninvited. No, no, no. Yeah. Those who have come, your friends. Go, Shri Bhaktivedanta Vankar Swami Maharaj ki jai, Shri Gurudev ki jai. Sorry. Just go first. Hare Krishna.